Hey everyone, welcome to Universe XYZ DAO project call number 6. We're excited to have everyone back listening to our updates. Today is going to be a little bit of a shorter call. We're in a little bit of a limbo with some audits and working on some NFT drops. So we'll just kind of dive right into audits. Me and Tyler will give a few updates on that. So right now, we're currently auditing our auction and minting contracts along with the polymorph contracts. The polymorph contracts are set to be done June 21st to the 22nd. So hopefully everything there comes back perfect and we can try to get all that stuff connected and get that out to you guys as soon as possible. We got our audits back from Hacken. I think we spoke about this last week on the last project call, but we had to make a few changes. I can let Tyler talk a little bit more about this, but we had to basically tell CertIC to wait a little bit on the current audits so we could fix these problems, and then basically we'll allow them to resume as soon as we can get those changes implemented. Tyler, do you have anything else?
Yeah, there's a lot of noise at where I'm living, and there's like construction going on in case anybody hears it. But basically there's like it's a feature that we're essentially adding for the protection of users on the platform. And Hacken essentially thinks that there's introducing this feature that we thought was for security actually introduces some vulnerabilities. So like we're working on like how we can have our cake and eat it too, because like we want this protection on the platform, and I'm not going to get into like what exactly it is, but we're trying to essentially figure out a workaround that allows us to introduce this feature without it being a vulnerability. And it's probably set us back 2 weeks just in terms of us kind of working together and playing around with different like architecture designs and trying to see what will work best. So, I mean, it's coming. The rest of the audit was pretty clean. So as a result of that, we prioritized polymorphs kind of over everything else so that we could launch with something quickly. So I'm not 100% sure on the timelines, but I said in like Telegram, it's probably not going to be June or July when we start shipping stuff. We'll probably start actually shipping stuff in June. And then naturally things will like at the end of June, and then we'll start rolling out additional aspects of the protocol and platform, just kind of ongoing from there.
Yep. And just to reiterate, we really take all this stuff pretty seriously. We really like to get everything audited and double looked at, get as many eyes on it as possible, because it's security is something we take extremely serious. So yeah, but we're just waiting on those audits to get done, and we're kind of like in limbo, but we're still working on other things. But we know that's what everyone's really interested in, so that's what we were trying to give the updates on. Next, we'll kind of roll into probably what everybody is most interested in, which is probably the airdrops. And we can let Ryan kind of take over and talk about the airdrops. So everyone, Ryan.
Hey guys, so with the airdrop, as most of you already know, it's going to be 8% of the total supply distributed through this 20-week airdrop with this really cool dynamic that I'll get into in a second. But essentially the airdrop is going to the early Discord members who were here in February and the bidders on the original NFPs. So that comes out to roughly 309 members in the Discord and 216 bidders for a total of 525 participants in the airdrop. So each airdrop is either 6% or 2%, depending on whether you were in the Discord or a bidder, which comes out to 190,000 or roughly 90,000 tokens per person. If you were both a bidder and in the Discord, you're getting like 280,000 tokens. But the kicker is that those token amounts are not actually what you're going to end up with. So if you claim early, you're going to get like, if you're the first one to claim, for example, you'll get maybe 10,000 tokens. And then if you wait the entire 20 weeks, you'll get whatever the full amount you were supposed to get was. plus the bonus from all the other people forfeiting. So it's possible that you could end up with like anywhere at most of like 50 million tokens if it played out exactly perfectly and you were the last one to claim. Not going to play out like that, but that's one possibility. So it's really, you know, anyone's guess exactly how it's going to look. But again, it's roughly, you're going to be able to claim roughly 10,000 tokens at launch, or wait and see how many tokens you can end up with. It's kind of like yield farming it, except without having to pay gas to compound and stake and do all of that. So you basically just get to check it out on the website and claim whenever you're comfortable with the amount.
Nice. And do we have any like updates on like when that's going to go live, when people are going to be able to first claim? Have we decided any dates on that?
We are not doing timelines on this call for the airdrop.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that's still being decided right now. So we will follow up with more news about that. So don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Also, it looks like the agenda to talk about is NFT drops that are kind of coming out and kind of in the works. I'll let Tyler talk about this because the team's kind of been a little bit sealed lips on our next projects, and we'll let Tyler kind of talk about that.
Yeah, so the sealed lips part of that is painful for all of us because like I'm like, I want to tell everybody what we're about to drop, but like every major like NFT drop that is successful, like Meatbits and Bored Ape Yacht Club, they're not doing like pre-marketing because by the time then that you actually see it, it's like, oh, I've already seen that. So I mean, we'll have documentation and everything with the launch, but other than knowing that the name for it is Polymorphs, I don't think we should say anything else until the day we drop it.
Yep. And also like the OG characters, they're really moving along. We've gotten them like really far along. Unfortunately, the reason that we aren't moving forward with the OG characters sooner is because unfortunately we were going to use our auctions and minting contracts to launch them, and as we said earlier, we have to wait on those to get fixed. So the polymorphs actually have their own contract, so we can move forward with them. So that's the catch, just so everyone knows why we've kind of decided to move forward with the polymorphs. But yeah, I think that's most of our updates. Let me go ahead and check out the community questions and see if we have anything in the questions. It looks like we have no questions. No questions. The only question was, when is the next project call?
Now,
Here it is.
to answer your question. And then also, did we discuss I have a feeling that a lot of people listening to this are going to want to know about the airdrop in particular. And then just so the community knows, this, like we hopped on a call before this one and basically said that we had the expectation that this was going to be a short call, primarily because we're about to start shipping a lot of things. So yeah, like we basically were expecting that these were going to be quick updates. But did we go over the timelines on the airdrop? Because that is what I think 90% of people are going to be listening for.
We don't have timelines yet, but we will update everyone as soon as we have information on that. Probably through a Medium article. If it's before the next project call, we'll let you know. Everyone will be well
Probably
aware.
won't be in 2 weeks. But I think next steps there, Bogdan needs to talk to Malad and just go through all of the token dynamics of the distribution on the DAO, essentially, before we sign off on like a go date for it. But they're coming.
Bogdan?
Oh, I said Malad.
Never mind. But yeah, that's exactly. So we're working for the data.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry for the short updates, guys, but We are working.
Yep.
Trust me.
All right, guys, we can all hop then.
Thank you, everyone. Hit like, subscribe, tune in 2 weeks. Follow us on Twitter. Join the Discord. Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See ya, everyone.
Bye, guys.